What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Savage Trending. Hope everyone's had a great week. This video is completely inspired by H3H3. Huge shout out, Ethan and Hila. Big congrats on the baby boy. Glad your jizz works. Good to hear. Oh, jeez. This particular video is in direct regards to Ethan. I'm a huge fan. I have seen all of your guys' videos. I've listened to pretty much all your podcasts. Everything you guys do is dope. I have one thing that I have got to gripe about and I have to reach out to you about, and I think you'll appreciate this. I really hope you do. And you know, don't take this too personally. It's just how I really feel about it. And I'm sure I'm not the only person that's felt that way. And dog, it's about the pee and poop. No, it has to do with pee. Dog, it's about the poop and the wiping, okay? I have some serious issues with the front wiping because I tried it out. It didn't go good for a lot of reasons, okay? Alright, let me start out with the very first thing. Now, go with me on a journey. Whenever I shit, I also pee a little. I mean, even if I just took a piss and then 5 minutes later I gotta drop a deuce, a little bit of pee comes out, right? So my real big problem is, what do you do with all of your junk when you're wiping? I mean, first of all, that's weird, right? To just grab your junk. I personally don't like ever maneuvering my balls around. Ever. It never, you know, maybe I have big balls. I don't know. Dog. I just don't like moving them around. Like, even when I heard the guy saying that he takes his balls out of his pants to pee, like, that was just weird to me, man. They're delicate. Those are my eggs. I leave them in there for sure. So, anyways, you grab your balls and your dick, okay? There's my first problem, because if anything, the bottom side of your balls is gonna stink way more than your dick, because it's got hair on it, right? It's got some cheese going. It's on the dark underside of you, man, and you grab that. So that's the difference in your hand smelling absolutely terrible. And I'm talking about the stink that remains even after you wash your hands. You know what I'm saying, boy. So here's the second part. Every time I pee a little bit, right? So I go to try out the front wipe, and what's the first thing I find happening is I'm just getting piss on my leg. How do you avoid that? I mean, you take a dump, you pee a little bit, and then when you reposition yourself, you're getting pee on yourself, dog, and that's not gonna smell good unless you shower after every single shit. So there's already a huge degree of awkwardness. I'm like touching a part of my balls I don't want to touch, and then I'm getting piss on myself, okay? Then you got the front wipe. So if you have a real messy wipe going on, man, that just risks you rubbing shit on the bottom side of your balls. And I'm not willing to take that risk ever. That's what the ass crack is for. It's like a catch. Like, you know, when you're on the highway and there's those ramps on the side of the roads, the runoffs for the semi trucks. I mean, that's why God gave us ass cracks, man. It gives you room to wipe, and like, oh, it's just on my ass crack and not my ball sack, at least. Thank God. I mean, a lot of this stuff protects you in public, right? And I don't know about you, but I shit at home almost exclusively. I will hold it for 8, 9, 10 hours to go at home. If you catch me pooping in public, it is a serious emergency. Also, Ethan, I'm pretty sure after hearing, you know, that you actually fart on your hand and then smell it, two things I noticed. First of all, when you said it, you did a behind your back gesture, which makes me think, are you really a front wiper? Because you naturally went behind. You know, I gotta hold it up for a second and play fair. I fact checked myself, and I didn't actually see a reach around.
But you're gonna smell it anyway.
But
no, it's
I can't imagine another way you would have done it. So that's another question I got for you. And just in case you were wondering, I don't fart on my hand and smell it. It's completely different when you smell your hand after touching your balls, because you want to make sure that shit don't stink. Right? I mean, shit, you should know, dog. You're married. You never know when that shit's gonna go down. You don't want some stanky balls that ruin your freaky action forever. But hey, that's just me. You know? Maybe Hila's into that and she just doesn't want to admit it on air. I don't know, man. I'm just one guy. All right. Carry on. All right, I got to do a double hold up, dog, cuz I noticed you don't got a wedding ring on. So, are you married, or when's the wedding, and am I invited? Okay. You can carry on with the carry on. Secondly, if you are a front wiper, is it so you get that waft every time? And what, do you wipe from the front, but then where do you throw it away? Do you throw it away in the back? Or do you wipe in the front, look at it, and then risk rubbing poop on your balls and dick again by going down through the middle? Do you just like have your shit stretched to the side this whole time? I have so many questions that aren't discussed, and I really hope we can address some of these. Oh boy. Which brings me to my next point. Okay, I will agree. The first time I ever shaved my balls and even went in for the ass shave, right? Not like the cheeks, but you know, the jungle area around the hole. Yes, there was a period where it felt a little sandpapery and uncomfortable, but I stuck with it, dog. And let me tell you what, I haven't felt like that in forever. Like if I just touched that shit up every, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, real quick in the shower, just a quick little swipe with the razor blade, I don't get that anymore. And let me tell you, it is a world of difference wiping your ass without a bunch of hair. I mean, think about it on a large scale. Your hair is tube-shaped and you're wiping it with toilet paper. The backside's not getting touched, dog. There's gonna be a little bit of shit there. And it's gonna just stink over time and gonna form that cheese on your hair that just stinks, and it's just so gross. So my advice is to just do it and stick with it. Give it a clinical trial. Do it for like a month and see if your world doesn't change. You wouldn't need wet wipes if you had a baby smooth asshole, because dude, just think about it. You're just smearing shit all over your ass hair. There's no way you're getting 100% of it. And I don't know about you, but I wipe until the paper's white. I like to call it a checker wipe in my mind. It's like you go in with the white glove, the white TP, and you give it a rub on the hole, and it's got to come out white. And if it doesn't, you're not done. Sometimes you're stuck on that last little smudge for 10, 20 wipes, and that's where your boo-boo gets sore. And that's not fun either. So, those are some of my main gripes. I'm sure I will think of more later, but please address these and reconsider some back wiping. And I want to know, dog, are you peeing on yourself or what? Which brings me to my second big point. We talk a lot, and when I say we, I mean you, about these different ass wiping techniques, when really, I think there's something much more important that us men need to discuss. Alright, go with me on a journey, because no one likes to admit this, but you're taking a piss, right? Especially your high pressured piss, one you've really been holding for a while. This really happens at urinals too, but especially in the toilet. When you're peeing down in that bowl, dog, you feel the spatter. You feel a droplet hit your shin. I know you do, and I know everyone does. And even if you stare, you can see little droplets fucking shooting out. Like, we're pissing on ourselves. There's got to be a better way. Even urinals, every time I'm like looking for the most smooth spot or pissing down the side, or looking for one of those urinals that has the, you know, the thing that makes it so the piss doesn't stink, but they do like cool spiky designs so that you can piss on it and it diffuses it so you're not pissing on your GD self. So I know that someone out there is aware of this problem, and you know what? I'm down to find out the best way to pee without getting piss all over myself, and I think it's something that needs to be thoroughly tested, and you know, I think you might be the man for the job. So with that being said, thank you for all the awesome content. Thank you for bringing these important subjects to life. You have really opened my eyes to a lot of things, and it's your boy Savage Trending. I hope I can contribute to your channel. I appreciate what you and Ela are doing, and you know, deuces, literally.